You see how the roof glass is flushed to the roof. So after you attach the screws, you might have to do a little adjustment. You tighten the screws, but don't tighten it all the way, so that you can adjust the glass or move the glass back up just so it flushes with the roof. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and take this glass out. Today, we're gonna be removing a sunroof glass for 2012 Honda CR-V. You only need about 3 tools to do this. You need a very tiny screwdriver or anything that can pry out, but it's about this little. I'm going to show you what that will do in a second. You need a Phillips screwdriver, and you need a T25 screwdriver. See, that's a Torx. Okay, or in my case, I happen to have a power tool with that same T25 extension. So let's do it. So first, we're gonna unclip this here, right? I'm gonna gently unclip that, okay, to remove that. So that's already out. Put it in a safe place. And then we're gonna remove the Phillips, the Phillips screw. So basically, that's helping cover the access to the screws that hold the sunroof in place. Put that down. So this here, just move it out and gently slide it out, because there's a clip under it that helps hold it in place. So this is what you're gonna slide back in over here. Okay, so we're gonna remove that and place it somewhere safe. Okay. So if you look, there are a total of 2 screws. There's one there, and there's another one there. Once we remove these 2 screws, this should be able to push out gently. Now we have a set holding on the left, and we have a set holding it on the right. So we're gonna remove the left first, so we can do this manually, right? We can do this manually, but I'm gonna save myself a little time. Let me do one manually, just in case someone does not have a screw. So manually, there's 1 screw. Yes, it really is not that bad. I don't really need the manual screw. So that's screw number 2. Screw number 2. And that's gonna, see, that gently moves up, okay? Then we're gonna remove the other side. Okay, and then we're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna gently remove this clip. Try to get my head out of the way. And then with the Phillips screwdriver, we're gonna undo this screw here. And then once again, we're gonna pull this out, then gently slide it towards the back to get this out. Okay? Again, that's that clip. With our T25, there's 1 screw there, 2nd screw there. And that's the 2nd screw. I did notice something, that once you remove both screws, the glass tends to sink in. But that obviously makes sense, because there's now no screws holding it up. So this is already out. All you do is just push up and then just gently slide the glass back, okay? And the glass is out, okay? So now I'm gonna attempt to reassemble the glass. So first things first, I prefer to actually try to do this from outside. So I'm gonna try to see if I can, actually, it slides just fine in here. So we don't have to step outside for that. Okay, so the reverse is the case. like we're gonna do, we need our 2 screws. So it's screw number 1. So pick the glass up just a bit. Pick the glass up just a bit so that the screws would actually line up to what it's screwing into. So there's the second one. Okay. So I'm not going to tighten this all the way because I want to be able to adjust the glass. I want to be able to adjust the glass outside. We're going to move over and we're going to tighten up the other side. We're going to go ahead and get the second set of screws in. So once again, I just try to pick the glass up just a bit so that it's not covering where the screw is going to screw into. So right there. Okay. So that's one. So again, I'm not going to tighten this all the way because we need to give that glass just a little adjustment on the outside. So that's the second one there. So simple enough. All right. So now I'm just going to check outside just to make sure that it's aligned to the roof. So let's go. Okay, so as you can see, it's almost, yeah, I'm going to give it just a small adjustment there. That's good for that. And I'm going to give that passenger side just a little push as well. So just make sure, yep, it looks nice and flush. But anyway, the purpose of this video, you can adjust this obviously very well if you need to. The purpose of this video is just to tell you how to remove this and how to put it back. Let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna tighten it, I'm gonna tighten the screws, but just in case, when you're trying to adjust the glass outside, all you're really doing is, you just, so long as you don't have the screws tightened all the way, you just give the glass a little push. And that would adjust it up, but so if I choose to loosen this screw just a bit, see how the glass just, I don't know if you felt it as it just dropped. See, I can move the glass up and down, okay? So, yeah, so in any case, like I said, you can adjust that however it is that you need to. But the purpose of this video is to tell you how to remove and how to install this glass. So, the only side I'm gonna cover all the way is this side of the screw. So I'm gonna slide this back on. I'm gonna slide this back on. So I'm gonna get my Phillips. I'm going to get my Phillips screw, you can see here, with the screwdriver, and I'm going to reattach that. Again, this is the exact same thing that you do for the other side. So there's no point making the video any longer than it should be. And again, that's the clip. So I'm going to go ahead and cover that. And voila. Okay, so that's covered. All right, so that's how you remove or replace sunroof glass on the 2012 Honda CR-V. Thank you for watching.